Over the years, I have made many enemies, and I'd just like to announce that I am proud of each and every one of them. I am genuinely proud to be hated by the types of people who hate me. Every single enemy that I have made is someone who I am glad to have as my enemy, as it is indicative of the fact that I am on the right course. Zionists hate me? Oh, perfect. I could never imagine an enemy that I want to be my enemy more than that. Liberals hate me? I make them uncomfortable? I'm a commie extremist radical? Oof. Could you compliment me any more? Thank you. Anime fans hate me. Well, don't mind if I do. I'll just gobble up your hatred. After all, I try to cater generally to an audience of grown adults, which is not really known to be within the narrow taste of anime fans, should we say. I also hate Disney adults, that is true, but it's kind of a one-sided hatred. I don't think the Disney adults even understand that I exist. So that one's kind of very much like my own personal hatred of them. Like I'm just kind of having like a one-sided rivalry with a community that could not give a shit about me. So better to just skip over that one. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. The Millet supporting libertarian fascists hate me. They're like one single neuron people. Zero brain power. The dumbest fuckers alive. They hate me. Thank you. Oh my god. There's nothing that I could imagine that that makes me happier than being hated by fucking Millet supporters. Awesome. They are actually the dumbest people on earth. There was actually like one of the Millet supporters who was like trying to dox me and stuff. I forgot to include her in the video. Okay, so the story behind this one is in my main channel drama video, you might have seen the part where these people like invited me to like their group chat that was called Death Squad, and they just sort of forgot that I was there while they were like planning their doxing of people, and I just like took screenshots and collected evidence of it. The genius who invited me was this person. Literally like the funniest account you'll ever see in your life. Trump Shelby. What does that even fucking mean? Like Israeli flag in the bio, like MAGA activist, Trump avatar, and like fan of Real Madrid. Like there's nothing about this person that is actually from their own country. And like eventually, like they posted a picture of themselves meeting with like Millet's doxer-in-chief in person. I almost feel bad for them, honestly. This is the least flattering photo I've ever seen of anyone. For both of them. Like, the guy on the right is particularly known for coining a phrase that libertarians are aesthetically superior. I want you to know that. I want you to know that is something that he once said. These are the people who were doxing me. These are the people who were, like, accidentally inviting me to group chats when they just let me collect evidence without kicking me for months. So, yeah, I'm glad to have those people counted among my enemies. God, Millet supporters hate me? Fuck yes. I could not imagine any better indication that I'm on the right track, aside from the Disney adults who don't hate me yet, but I hate them. Who else was there? Vorsh hates me? Well, judge me by my enemies, as I always say, you know. Lorna Bucks hates me? Well, I'm very glad to be on the opposite side of someone who justifies baby murder. That, in my opinion, is fantastic. The circumcision incels hate me. I mean, that's just very funny. Like, I love how I was kind of just doing my own thing, and I somehow got on like the bad side of like incels obsessed with circumcision. Like the way that came about is really funny as well. It's not that I even said anything on the topic. It's that like one day one of them made a video calling me out for being against the Gaza genocide without speaking out against circumcision as well. That was like how that whole thing began. And I kept getting comments from like those people, like dozens of them saying, you know, if you really stand up for the rights of babies, why aren't you calling out circumcision? And that's how I found out about them. That's how like they started being my enemies. That's the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. So we have incels, circumcision-obsessed incels, men's rights activists. The Democratic Party needs no explanation. I'm probably enemy number one of the Democratic Party. The Republican Party, as well, obviously, the other wing of American fascism and genocide. Juan Domingo Perón, he would definitely put me in a concentration camp for being too leftist. He actually did that. Like, he pioneered the disappearance in Argentina. People don't know it, but the dictatorship appropriated Perón's apparatus of disappearance and expanded it. I wouldn't have lasted the dictatorship. They would have taken me out before that. Perón would have done it. Who else? Gamers? I mean, no response needed, no explanation needed. I like to target gamers. gamers, and they target me back. Noble ones, the fans of esteemed YouTuber Metatron, they really don't like me. And I invite their hatred. I'm an unnoble one, an ignoble one, and I'm proud. Whatever enemies are there that I'm forgetting. President Sunday isn't really my enemy. He's more like my best friend. And we have an occasional spat, but we're still friends in the end. Infrared has... Oh, wait, I rediscovered something. I rediscovered something really funny. I just realized... Oh, I hope I can find it again. I saw it on Reddit. There was like a clip of him ranting about me that I rediscovered from 3 years ago. Bad Empanada sends Infrared on an unhinged rant. I found it! I found it! This guy, he's not my enemy. Like, this is incredible. Like, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me, that someone made this about me. Like, just listen to this. Just bask in the glory of this. This is not an enemy. Holy fuck, this is amazing.
Bitter Empanada's watching. I know this little fucking pussy is watching. I know this little fucking bitch is...
But by the way, this is supposedly like the eminent leader of the American Communist Party and the coming American Communist movement. This is him.
Watching Bitter Empanada. I know you're fucking watching, you little fucking pussy. You know in a fucking live debate I'd rip you to fucking pieces, right? You know I'd fucking take your fucking manhood like I already have. You little fucking ugly, disgusting dwarf. Fuck! You little short piece of shit.
He's like 5'5", by the way. That's why he's so obsessed with height.
You fucking come up to my fucking chest, and that's saying something, because I'm just a dude with average fucking height.
Oof. No, you're not. Let's fact check. 5 feet 9 inches. You are not average. You are quite below average. Nonetheless, let's continue.
You are literally in every single fucking way inferior to me as a fucking man. I'm better looking than you. I'm more...
He's better lookinger than me. With an ER at the end.
Charismatic than you. More entertaining than you. Women love me way more than they will ever even give you the thought, the consideration.
Women love me. Women love me. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that until this clip. Oh my god. Women love me. Oh, he's so awesome.
And you're a fucking sex pack who fucking moved to Argentina to get some easy pussy because you're in a third world fucking country and you came from a first world country, and these women are still fucking running away from your ugly, disgusting, dirty fucking dwarf ass. You ugly, disgusting scum fuck.
Dude, I have such an incredible capacity to just cause immense mental damage to people with such low effort. It's amazing. Holy shit. This is awesome. His face is twitching afterwards. His face is twitching. Look at it again. Oh my god. Oof, that was great. So, is he my enemy? I mean, I guess. But I don't like to call him my enemy because ultimately, like, I think that sort of thing is fucking amazing. It's like the Bad Empanada mantra, do nothing, win. And that guy is now like the leader of the American Communist Party. I guess the American Communist Party are my enemies. They are absolutely my enemies. Who else is my enemy? The Homeland Security no-flight list. I'm on that. Not allowed to fly. Banned. If you try to enter the USA and they find out you subscribe to Bad Empanada, you get deported. Who else? Oh yeah, lawyers in Buenos Aires. Lawyers in Buenos Aires are very familiar with me. They are very familiar with me. They know of me, and I am one of their most mortal enemies. Do you see this shadow on my face? This little dot? That is the lawyers targeting me with their sniper rifles at all times, just waiting for me to make the wrong move so they can take me out. Who else is my enemy? Destiny is my enemy? God, that's a great enemy. Like a sex pest. Perfect enemy to have. Jackson Hinkle? Jackson Hinkle is not my enemy, actually. I actually think I accidentally helped Jackson Hinkle early in his career. He asked me, I didn't know who he was, and he asked me for help. Like he said, yo man, your camera looks so good. Can you tell me what model it is? And I told him. Which, I mean, that's fucking hilarious given how little effort I put into production value now. Back then, Jackson Hinkle wanted some tips, and I might have inadvertently helped to compel him to prominence. Oops, big mistake. Sorry, guys. Dennis Prager's not my enemy. Dennis Prager's my friend. Keffels isn't really my enemy. Keffels was more like a fart in the wind of Bad Empanada history. But yeah, all I ever ask of you is that you all judge me by my enemies. Judge me by those who hate me. You'll notice that it is like the dumbest people in the world. Like all of them, the dumbest people in like the Willie Mack show, Nicholas Diorio. That's fantastic. Aristocracy. Oh my god. Is there a better compliment than being hated by all the right people? There is not. I am proud to be hated by such shit fucks. My channel is exclusively for people who aren't shit fucks like them. And I'm proud of it. Zionists, liberals, Disney adults, anime fans, out. Vorsh, out especially. No gecko lusters in here. Judge me by my enemies. Always judge me. Oops. By my enemies. Ugh. I'm like an enemy of a number of VTubers as well, but I don't know if VTubers as a category actually hate me.